Okay, it's go time. Alright, people. It's my first YouTube. Um, I am not prepared for this, but I said, you know what, Monday I have to post something. I started my TikTok journey on the 13th. So I just, as I start, as it's how I mean to go on, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been getting a good response so far. I'm kind of happy with where it's going. But yeah, YouTube is a whole different ball game. I'm only doing like 20-second clips on on TikTok, and yeah, this is a whole different ball game. But I just wanted to start with a review, man. Something that Bouncer actually reviewed, but I think the story is mad inspiring and it's amazing. Do you know how quickly we can change our lives? Do you know what I mean? And when I say quickly, 2 to 5 years. You know, it's not really a long time. That is very quick, but a lot can change with consistency. And in the example that I'm about to throw up, a lot can change without you even having to say anything. And I just looked at myself, you know. I got my daughter's headphones. That's how prepared I am right now. I really ain't prepared for this. But sometimes you have to go into things unprepared and just find your way as you start and find your way, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing right now. So I got a fresh YouTube, and yeah, man. Let's just get into it. Let me share this screen. Everything here is brand new, even down to OBS. It's all brand new to me. So yeah, let's go. Let's get in, man. As you can see, the YouTube is fresh. Just a paper boy. But yeah, let's get into this one, man. Let's try and find it. But you know what? It has been a couple of days as well. What's this? If you don't wait on disrespect, make sure you know what you're saying. Okay, I might have to watch that. A little tricky there. Yeah, this was like 2 days ago. But yeah, I think the story is mad, man. I had to touch on it. Oh, where is it? I think I might have to type it in here. Khaby. Let's see what I get here. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's get into this. This is Bouncer's breakdown, man.
My people, so we've got the world's most followed TikToker. Khaby Lame sells his main operation company for over 900 million. Let's get into that. Yeah. Firstly, before I start, Ache, good morning. Hope you're good. I'm still a bit triggered today, but my 7 a.m.s needs to be locked in and understand, regardless of what's going on the internet, business keeps on going on. Business has not stopped. You see in the community, it has not stopped.
Yeah, for you lot that don't know, Bouncer started his YouTube journey about, I think it's a year now. Yeah, I think he's just done a year. Part of his community on a platform called School. I joined it beginning of the year, just for some inspiration, man. Just to, his journey it's been an epic journey. What he's built in the last 12 months has been inspirational. He's the reason why I'm actually on here right now. I'll be real with you. He's part of the reason why I'm even on TikTok, because I wasn't I wasn't a fan of showing my face and speaking on a camera. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you're going to get a little bit of a backstory about me and who I am and what I've come from throughout the episodes. But yeah, I basically just come out of jail. I was in jail for the last 20 months. I came out on the 12th of January. And the last 8 months I was in an open prison. So I was able to, I had access to my phone, I was working. And I used to watch Bouncer like pretty much every day. You know what I mean? He likes his tea, which is like a little bit of controversy. But at the same time, he does give you a lot of knowledge. You know what I mean? He does spit a lot of game on top of his tea. You know what I mean? I think right now he's probably known mostly for the tea, and people do turn a blind eye to what he has done, what he has achieved. But yeah, he is part of the reason why I'm even here right now. His YouTube channel is popping, and like I said, there's a lot. He offers a lot. It's not just tea. But yeah, just wanted to explain who Bouncer was if people didn't know.
I'm trying to say, so let's get into this mindset so you don't understand. This is someone that's been creating. He created content, reacted to things online, not speaking, and he just went absolutely berserk. He was dropping 6 videos a day, guys.
And for me, that is the craziest part about this story. The man didn't speak. So think about it like this. This is my take on it. If a man is not speaking and he can create a company, a brand, which then produced a company that can sell for 900 million, what can we achieve by using our mouth and actually talking? Do you know what I'm saying? What can you achieve by talking to the camera? He said nothing and built something worth 900 million. And he hasn't even sold the company. I think he just sold his rights to it for like 3 years. And on top of that, because of AI, he doesn't even have to do anything physically because they're going to make a twin of him. Listen, man, the internet, social media is mad. It's mad. That's why I'm on these platforms. I'm not going to lie to you. The main objective is financial freedom. Do you know what I mean? And if we can achieve it by sitting in front of our computer and with just having a phone, why not? Why not make an attempt, man? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be no one's saying quit your day job. You know what I mean? It can be your side hustle, but why not attempt it? Why not?
On TikTok. So you see, when you really want it, this is the stuff that it takes. I'm dropping 6, 7, 8 videos a day on YouTube. But anyway, it says he sold his main company for 900 million. That's close to $1 billion. It says Step Limited in a 900 to 75 million all stock deal. You get me? Handling commercial control to Rich Sparkle's holding for the next 3 years. The group now runs his e-commerce TikTok shop, brand deals, and even his AI digital twin, which will allow Lame's likeness to be licensed for.
Do you know what? I actually need to check out his page because I want to know what he actually sells. What does he actually sell? See, I could do that here, and have you lot see it same time, but let me not waste too much time on that, man. I'll figure that all out.
Commercial use, crazy, yeah. And obviously, this kind of breaks down his main company and e-commerce, building his own. He owns 49% of what acquires by Hong Kong-based Rich Sparkle Holding in all stocks. Deal value is between 900 to 975 M. Rich Sparkle now holds exclusive commercial rights to Operation Khaby's business for the next 3 years. That is crazy. That's how much money they probably make. Rich Sparkle now controls the commercial operations, e-commerce, TikTok shop across borders fulfillments, paid content, and brand partnerships. Khaby also authorized his AI digital twin enable content.
What I did come across actually is that he does. It's early, guys, man. That's why my throat is croaky. I gotta get these things knocked out before the storm, before the kids get up. But yeah, I think he sells a lot of merch. But I will check out his TikTok shop at some point today. I think after this, I might even do it. Can I do that now? Can I do that now?
To scale across the languages and time zones. Akhi, yeah. Akhi, this is a proper reading exercise. Yeah. Let me break down.
The biggest creator on TikTok is a guy called Khaby. Khaby was from Senegal. He lives in Italy. He was a factory worker. He, for the longest time, didn't even speak in any of his videos. But what he did was, he had talent. He was funny. He had a good expression. He had creativity. So he kept posting. And today he has 160 million followers on our platform. So every single day we hear stories like that. Businesses, people with talent. And I think it's very freeing to have a platform where, as long as you have talent, you're going to be heard and you have the chance to succeed.
And he had talent by being quiet and doing his reactions. And he managed to build $1 billion business on the back of that. That is absolutely madness. Yeah. And
it's insane. It's absolutely insane. $1 billion business by not speaking. People, get yourselves online and start speaking your truth. Because if he can build that from not speaking, what can you do with speaking? You have a story. You have a story too. The internet could be your ticket to financial freedom. Do not let opportunity pass, man. I didn't want to get in front of a camera. But you know what? I'm in front of the camera right now because I know where it's at. I know where the opportunity is. Don't shy away from opportunity, man. I know that it's nerve-wracking. I know, because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I know it's nerve-wracking. I know it's daunting. I know that we're out here suffering with anxiety. I know. You know what I mean? Some of them things I suffer with. I'm pretty sure I suffer with anxiety. But, yeah. Let's carry on with the video, man.
Just understanding, you have to start from somewhere. He started from somewhere, you get me? And his story, he always started from having nothing and then building and moving forward, you get me? And obviously, this Khaby Lame, Senegal immigrant in Italy, became the world's defending TikTok creator without saying a word. His signature silence, humor, language and culture turning 250 plus millions into fans, customers and long-term equity. Powerful.
That's what we're providing to our users.
So this is the amazing thing to me. Like most of it have grown up with, say, network television, where for decades you've had thousands of brilliant creative people toiling in the trenches, trying to imagine stuff that will be amazing for an audience, and none of them ever remotely came up with anything that looked like many of your creators.
And do you know what is crazy about it? Like, if you watch my YouTube, and I always say, oh yeah, start off with 200 to 400 views a day. That's 200 to 400 people. That's a lot of people that was watching my content. Now I'm averaging between 200 to 400,000 views every 48 hours. That's 200 to 400,000. I'm in the lead generation. I can talk about anything I want, you get me, on the base.
Like I touched on in the beginning, and what Bouncer just touched on in relation to what he's done and what he's achieved. it's achievable, man. Anything is achievable. We need to get our heads in the game and, you know, take inspiration from people like Bouncer. Take inspiration from people like Khaby. You know what I mean? Anything is possible if you put your mind to it and you dedicate yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want change, it doesn't come easy and it won't come overnight. But you can. Khaby built a following of 200, I think close to 200 million in the space of 2 years. And 3 years following that, he sold his brand and his company for 900 million in the space of 5 years. An immigrant from Senegal who moved to Italy, who wasn't accepted into colleges, who was fired from multiple jobs. Man, you can't make this stuff up, man.
Of knowing that my people trust me, and over the years just knowing that, look, this is me. I don't get me. I make good YouTube money on the back of this. Like, I could just sit here and make YouTube money, but just understand when it comes to product placement, when it comes to partnering up with the right company. In terms of partnering up with the right company, just say for instance, I'm going to play this finance advert. I know in the UK, 90% of car finance people, 90% of people driving cars finance their cars. That's what they do. 90% of people driving cars finance their cars. That is what they do. So in my head, I'm saying, okay, cool. Partner up with a main company that's FCA regulated. Now, I know a lot of you lot know your stuff, so you lot know the power of FCA regulations, and make sure I do an advert that is FCA regulated, approved. It means, bro, because you know, online sometimes you deal with so much haters and people saying misinformation, and you just think, what the hell? You get me? It means, yeah, when it comes to data protection and whatnot, I don't receive no one's data. I receive nothing to do data protection. I just know I have an ad, it's a link. With my links, I always like to track things, how good this worked and how good and how many people clicked on it and whatnot and whatnot. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
We might be going slightly off subject here, but I still want to follow the video right through to the end, because Bouncer is part of that inspiration. So, you know what I mean? Just listen, just hear the story, man.
See, so playing this, we'll go from there.
Hey, I know you was enjoying that YouTube video, but let me put you onto some free game. All these nice cars you see on the roads, did you know that more than 90% are on finance? Whether you're employed, self-employed, retired, or even on benefits. All you need is to have a minimum of £800 a month. It doesn't matter.
See, like, this is even the power. This is the power of building your personal brand. You know what I mean? Building yourself a platform. You know, other companies want to place their products on your platform. You know what I mean? And come on, man. This could be a side hustle. This doesn't even have to be your main thing. You just need to dedicate yourself once a evening. Yeah, because really and truly, you know, if you want to get somewhere, you're better off putting out a piece of content a day at least. Like right now, I'm doing at least 3 on TikTok. I'm doing at least 3 pieces on TikTok at the moment. It's a must. Let's just fast forward it a bit.
To go through bare approval to make sure everything that I was saying was right, and making sure that this here, because when you're FCA regulated, look into it. You can get crazy fines and whatnot. So in my head, I'm saying, look, just referring to Khaby and what he's doing is he will partner up with all these massive brands, and it's always a way of like, okay, cool, that's an affiliate. You're affiliate here. You're on this here. You're building here, but the hub is hub. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is the hub here. So just to let you know, and obviously, I hope that answers all your questions as well. So filling your details below, you'll see it. I think it takes like 10 seconds or whatnot for approval or whatnot, but filling your details below.
What's up, baby? Go and lie back down. It's too early. God, Daddy's gonna come and get you in a minute, okay? Go and lie down. Love you.
More information. But anyway, just going on to my man's accolades and what he's actually done. And I want you to understand things like when you start growing as well, guys, you're going to get people that will come for you. And you get people that make content, a controversial content. And it's a way for them to promote their business. This is a way how someone makes a controversial content. And there's a call to action on their end. But it's also a way of people watching what happens, watch what happens as you come up, and then you'll just see people that will just they will come for you and you can't take it personal. So I understand the position that I'm in and what's going on. People come for me and I know the position, so I can't take it personal, but I know I haven't even got nowhere yet. So when I go to these next highest heights, what will happen? But this is what I mean. This is an example as well.
The people have decided that Khaby's 15 minutes of fame is over. Zevi made a really great video on why Khaby's getting canceled. You should go watch it. Zevi's a great creator to watch for trending topics and stuff like that. Now, you might not think that these video views are low, 30 million, 22 million, but consider this guy used to be the most followed person on TikTok. His videos would be getting 30 million likes. You got a comment here saying, fall off is crazy. Just put...
And this is what is crazy, isn't it? Because people will say fall off is crazy, and you will have how many people liking it. Look, you get me? Like, it's so crazy when you see things like that, yeah? And it's like, wow. But see TikTok algorithms once they was 4 or 5 years ago, it changes. TikTok algorithms, TikTok changes. TikTok algorithm changes. Instagram algorithm changes. So once was working all them times, they will change it a slight for them to test. And what he's built, you can see, people saying fool off, but he's built $1 billion company. It's not about the views, do you know what I mean? But this person speaking about it, it's a call to action for his company. Just so you understand these things as well, yeah?
The fries in the back. Essentially, people started getting upset because they learned Khaby was making sometimes up to $1 million per TikTok video he would make. Now, my RPM's about 95 cents, which means for every 1,000 views my video gets, I get about $1. It's a bit...
And that's what happens.
$1 million. I don't think he was making that much. I heard that he was generating 50k a post. I don't know where he got that stat from. But to be fair, he probably knows more than me, but $1 million a post is crazy.
The people, they will then, obviously, and it's not wrong. We all do it. We'll then look at a business model and see how well the business model is doing and then calculate in their head roughly how much their business is making. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Complicated because only certain views count. You can see...
Yeah, because that's another thing with the estimation of the company, what it was sold for. That is an estimation of what the company is worth, what it will kind of turn over. I'm sure, because they even multiply it by like 3. Do you know what I mean? So that company, the actual value of the company could be something like, I don't know, 300 mil. And then they multiply it by 3 based on what it can earn and what it's earning at the moment. And then that's where they get their valuation from. I'm pretty sure I'm right there.
There's ineligible views, watch time less than 5 seconds, etc. 100 million views with an RPM of 95 would be around 700 grand. Looking at Khaby's likes, you can estimate that he's probably made anywhere from $10 to $50 million just making TikTok videos, depending on his RPM. According to Boss Hunting, he's worth around 15 million. So yeah.
I said he's worth around 15 million. You have no idea now. This has got put in 2024. He made this. So now, from 15 million that he speculated, he's now just sold up and he's now $1 billion liquid.
The TikTok creator program is a fantastic side hustle. One of the best out there because you learn about content and stuff. I don't think it should ever be more than a side hustle.
And that is the powerful thing. Khaby was releasing 6 videos a day. You see, all it takes is to get to 10,000 followers. Then you start making money from TikTok creating program. He was dropping 6 videos a day. Imagine that.
Because even if you're as big as Khaby, you get to the point where your views are just going to be inconsistent and you're not going to be able to make money. You got to be pouring the attention somewhere, which is exactly what I help creators do. I help them make money with their content. I help them figure out exactly what they want to create for the long term and actually structure a business behind this whole thing. So you don't
see this person here. This is the people that you need to learn. Once you've learned it, you can go off and do it yourself. Do you know what I mean? And that's why it's very important that you block out the noise. You actually learn what works for you, and you just keep on going. You keep on building. You keep on building. You keep on building. But what you need to understand as well, on the business side of things, when you start becoming massive, you get me? Because I know one of you lot watching this, you lot are the next star. Understand, there's going to be people in favor for you that will make positive content, and then there will be people against you that will make negative content, but it's all great content that is positive content for your brand. It's hard to say it, but that it is. As long as, you get me, you're doing the right thing, people are going to refer you.
So I think basically what he's trying to say there is that all publicity is good publicity, whether it's negative or positive. Well, we know positive publicity is good publicity, but like negative publicity is also great for the brand, great for you, because I find that when you're doing great things, you're always going to get the hate. Like Bouncer, he gets a lot of it because he is doing great things. He is making waves, you know what I mean? Like he refers, he says, "Oh, bruv, I'm in Dubai and I'm causing a storm in the UK," and that's what he's doing. So yeah, all publicity is good publicity, whether it's negative or positive, you know. What should I say? Even if it's negative, it's good publicity, man.
You make content around you. That's what I'm seeing with me. It's like people are going to refer me and make content around me and say this and that and that. And it's like, that's great because it just keeps me in the algorithms. It keeps me where I need to be. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes, yeah, that's my take on it. But anyway, look, I don't always say these things. I know the people are in my community now. In description, head to my website as well. I have a Patreon where I make exclusive content, mindset, etc. But I have a real community. So head to the website, go see what's happening in my community. I do demonstrate, I do break down that I made 6 figures in 6 months. I do show some receipts of that from the world that man's in marketing, building your personal brand. So that's what man's actively doing with weekly webinars. So fill in your details below, join the community. And there's a 7-day free trial. With me, my business partner says, "Bro, why would you do a 7-day free trial when people can watch all the pre-recorded videos and get this and get this?" I'm saying, bro, they don't have access to live webinars that me and my team and you lot speak about. And that's where the real value is. And that's where people are going to develop. So in my head, I'm saying people can justify buying junk and they don't want to actually potentially make 6 figures a year. Then it's no problem to me. I'm happy for people to join, watch the content. If they get any value from it and they go off doing something amazing, all I will ask is please one day to say, "Oh, watch Bouncer's content and it helps me. I'm at this stage." Do you know what I mean? But anyway, my people, would make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Okay. Bro, I'm just doing a video just to tell you, look, bro, I'm burnt out.
Yeah, so that's the story, man. Khaby Lame. What's your take on it? Would you guys sell your infrastructure for 900 million? Something that you've built, your baby. Would you sell your baby for 900 million? That's the question right now. Get in the comments, man. Let me know what you think, man. Me personally, I'm selling that. I've built it. It will always be mine. Do you know what I mean? Even if I sell it to someone else. And the thing is, I don't think he's sold. He's still got a 49% shareholding in it. So he's sold majority rights. But listen, if they're going to take my company to the next level and it's a Chinese company, you know they're just going to go mad with it. Like, if they're going to take it to the next level, then why not let them? You know what I mean? Why not let them, man? There's so much opportunity out there, guys, man. Don't sleep on the opportunity. Don't sleep on these social medias. You know what I mean? These platforms. Get in front of the camera. Or even if it's not, get in front of the camera. Use your voice, man. Use your voice. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a voice that needs to be heard. Everybody's got a story. I'm here to tell mine. You know what I mean? I just spent 20 months in jail watching people build their personal brands, build their platforms. And I'll be honest with you, I'm here because I want a piece of it. You know what I mean? I've been sitting on a brand, Just a Paperboy is the brand. I've been sitting on this brand for nearly a decade. You know what I mean? And 2024, I actually started to do something with it. And I ended up in jail in April 2024. But I haven't. It's mad because I was on a mad transition in my life. Like, I stopped drinking, I stopped smoking. I was 6 months into that journey before I went to jail. And I was trying to change a lot. But jail, I had to prove to myself that jail has not deterred my mission. You understand? Like, I'm still on that mission. I'm on that mission even if I'm not prepared. I'm wearing my daughter's headphones, bruv. Like, I'm still out here. You know what I mean? I'm not deterred. I'm still on the mission. I'm still pushing the brand. Even that, I've got. I can even elaborate on that a little bit, but I'll save that for another video, man. Because the company was actually Guide and Protect, but when you copyright companies, competitors, somebody with a similar name or in a similar field can oppose the name. So they opposed the name Guide and Protect. They were a bigger company. They were on TK. They're in TK Maxx. They had their own website. They're not massive, but you know what I mean? They had the collateral behind them to oppose my name. I wasn't going to go to court with them. Do you know what I mean? But even that lesson learned there on how to register, how to start your company. You start with your name. You don't start with clothing like I did. I started with clothing, then decided to go down the IP, the intellectual property road. And that was the wrong way around to do things. You know what I mean? Now I've got a whole heap of merch and no rights to a name. But yeah, Bouncer's community actually teaches you a lot of that stuff, man. So if you're on the road to wanting to start your own thing, I would suggest joining his community because there's a lot of gems in there, man. Some gems that you'd have to pay thousands of pounds for. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure what his monthly membership is, to be fair, because I joined in the new year, a deal that he was doing in the new year. But yeah, man, get involved, man. Get involved. The picture is massive. The picture is massive. Don't be shy, man. You know what I mean? Get in the comments, man. Let me know what you think of my first video. It's my first video. Let me know what I could probably do better. Let me know if you like the headphones. Let me know if you like the brand. You know, get involved. I'm going to be posting at least once a week. I am on TikTok at JAPB_365. But yeah, you will be seeing a lot more of me, man, and the videos will get better. And they will be more structured. I'm probably a little bit off structure here, but it is like 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you guys would have seen, my daughter just came through. It's actually time to start getting ready for the school run. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, yeah? But yep, Just a Paperboy, man. Join the movement. It's a movement. Nothing but love.